This is an instructional video on how to use the 9-yard bag wall hold-in system developed by Strategic Packaging Systems. And the video begins with the bag being loaded in a testing frame inside of our factory, which is the same size as the typical 9-yard loading frame. Once the bag is installed in the loading frame and the duffel is pulled out over the wall of the loading frame, the hold-in pieces will be pin tagged to the inside of the duffel, therefore pulling the hold-in pieces out with the duffel so there's no accident of them being inside when you load the first part of the bag. All of the hold-in pieces will have a pull tab, which is sacrificial, and it will be pin tagged to the duffel Velcro to make it easier to fold the hold-ins over the partial load inside of the loading frame. As you will notice, each hold-in piece is numbered as to the sequence that it is to be installed. So once you partially load the bag in the floor section, then you would go to number 1, and the opposing one on the other side will be numbered number 2, etc. We have partially loaded this bag by simulating a 24-inch deep load by putting cardboard boxes in the bottom and a piece of plastic over the top, which is at the 24-inch level. When you partially load the bag, you can dome the load in the bottom section up to the location on the wall where the hold-in has been sewn to the wall. And in this particular case, it's always going to be between 20 and 24 inches up from the floor. So load some rock or concrete in the bottom section of the bag and dome it just a little bit up to the 24-inch level. That's when you will release the pull tabs on each hold-in. Again, each hold-in has been numbered, and so to release the pull tab, simply pull it free from the pin tags that are holding it to the duffel edge. This is simply to make it easier to get number 1 over the top of the load that's already in the bottom of the frame. So simply pull it tight, take the pull tab and drop it in, go then to number 2, pull it free from the pin tags at the bottom. You have to remove the sacrificial geotextile from the Velcro strips that are on number 2. Those can go inside the load as well. Now the Velcro on the back side of here is ready to adhere to the Velcro on the top side of this. We have a PVC pipe that's about 8 feet long that you can use to tap it into place a little bit. Secondly, we take hold-in tab number 2 and tightly hold it in the air until you have it aligned over the top of hold-in number 1. You let it fall in the bag along with the pull tab, just like we did on hold-in number 1. We tap the back side with the PVC pipe simply to let the Velcro hold into place, into position. That way we're holding the walls into more of the original shape once we lift the bag up out of the loading frame. We go to number 3. It's the same procedure. It's on the end, however, and so we undo the pull tab on that, remove it from the pin tags pull it all the way to the other end of the bag, level it out, lower it into position. We go to number 4, and as with number 2, we have to remove the sacrificial geotextile, put it right in the bag. We remove the pull tab, rubber band that holds it into position. Take the pull tab, pull it tightly to the other end, just as we did on the sides. Lower it right on top of pull tab number 3. Again, drop the pull tab right into the top of the load. And again, use the PVC pipe to tap the geotextile hold in to the Velcro to hold the two sections together. This helps the bag when you place the next load on top of this load. That then puts the weight on top of the geotextile hold-ins, which are sewn to the walls of the bag, and the weight on top forces the two together to not allow the walls to spread out and to retain some of the original shape of the walls to be the same shape as the loading frame. We then continue to load the bag normally right on top of the hold-ins and the partial load that's in there until it's full, at which point the procedure is as it always is: fold the duffel in, seal it up, hook the lifting straps up, and pull it out of the loading frame. This concludes the demonstration for the Strategic Packaging System hold-in system, and